Welcome to my channel. I'm doing a collective reading tonight, and I usually pre-shuffle off camera, but Spirit is telling me to do all the things. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, the general energy that I'm picking up on is just frustration and hitting roadblocks, and I hate to say it, but it's just things not going smoothly. I'm not gonna say like not going the way that you had hoped, but I'm just saying not going smoothly. I'm not going to start this reading over. I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna do any of that. Ugh. Feeling frustrated, y'all. And I was gonna wait. I wasn't even gonna do readings tonight. I was gonna wait and do I'm still gonna do the signs tomorrow, but I just felt like I really needed to do something right freaking now. So we're gonna do something right freaking now. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that you like, share, and subscribe by the end of this video at some point. If you hear something and it hits you right there, you know, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, do something, show me that you like it. Spirit, thank you so much for everything. Thank you even for the frustrations and challenges that you send us every day. Especially now in this Mercury retrograde time where we've got things coming up, we've got things coming back. Oh, we've got, yeah, frustrations and snags and bumps in the road. That's okay. We're just gonna work through them, right? We get a card flip around on us? Yes, we did. We're gonna take it. We're not even through the pre-shuffle. Yep, sounds about friggin' right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the cards, and we'll keep pulling. I gotta pre-shuffle my other deck, but we've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So interesting. My first thought was this was not surprising to me at all. This Knight of Wands energy, because I'll be real with you, like this is the kind of energy that annoys me, and it's like I don't want to give, like I'm not trying to like get down on fire signs at all, because it's not even about that. It's just the energy of, you know, kind of like reckless passion, or like you know, the kind of energy that's like, oh, it comes in and super quick and it leaves just as quickly, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of energy I get from the Knight of Wands. And a lot of people read this card that way, and you know, I think there's got to be a card that represents that kind of energy. This is it, okay? So whatever, it's not about fire signs. Like, I'm a Sag rising. It's really more about the energy of the attitude. And so then you also have the Knight of Cups, so you know, very different energy. This is much more emotional, much more romantic, much more you know, and this doesn't always have to be romantic, but I think that a lot of the times I read Knight cards that way. You know, but I'm just feeling, especially them both coming out together, it's almost like this is what I'm reading is either like two choices between two different types of people, or it could even be maybe even a choice of how you want to be, right? Like how you want to approach people, or how you want to approach situations. It could be just two things, you know what I'm saying? Like two energies that can be embraced, or you know, and this deck is new and it's so thick, and so I'm sorry. It's okay. Challenges are good. They make us stronger, and pretty soon this deck will get broken in and it'll be fine. Y'all, what the heck? What the hell is going on here? We got the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I don't know. I'm pissed off. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. I'm freaking annoyed, and like, usually I'm pretty good at just like cycling through that and it'll be fine. And you know, whatever, let it go, who cares, you know, and then I end up finding myself laughing by the end of it all. But for whatever reason, like, I've been annoyed all damn day. I just had a couple of annoying things happen to me today where it wasn't even, you know, I don't know. Okay, here's the other thing the Spirit wants me to talk about, though, is how quickly we manifest things, that our thoughts are really powerful. Like, I literally was having some super negative thoughts about just being a woman, right? Like, just being AFAB, and which, if you don't know what that means, it just means assigned female at birth. I think it's an easier term to use because a lot of people don't, you know, necessarily stick with that identification throughout their entire life, and whether or not, I don't care how you feel about it, it's the reality. That's reality. So, in reality, all I'm saying is that AFABs, women, that we have to deal with a lot. So part of the reason why I'm bringing it up is because in, you know, my thought process, I was thinking about that, and I was frustrated by that. And I was like, wow, you know, so many opportunities that there's things that I can't do because I'm a woman. And I know as soon as I had the thought, I was like, okay, that's a defeatist mentality. That's kind of like a loser mentality, like, not to be a dickhead, even though that is reality. Like, there's certain job opportunities that I did not get or could not get, and I knew that I couldn't, and I didn't even go for it because of my own defeatist mentality that, like, oh, well, they're not going to hire me for this job because, you know, I'm a woman or whatever. And there's multiple situations where I'm like, yeah, do I want to be, you know, like, out working with a crew of dudes, like, in the woods for, like, weeks at a time? Like, is that even safe for me, right? So, like, so there's opportunities to make, like, a lot of money in a short amount of time, but they're typically, like, manual labor jobs that I can do, but I don't feel safe doing them. Does that make sense? So I was just having those thoughts. I feel like it was super victim mentality bullshit, and, like, regardless of if it's true or not, it's still just like why am I looking at the glass half empty, right? Like, and I started thinking about, like, well, there's plenty of other things I've been able to do because I'm a woman, right, that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. So I'm like, is it really, like, it's just different? And I really don't like society for that. It does split us apart. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Okay, even with these two dualistic energies, right? We've got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands. This is all about passion, forward movement. This is all about receptivity and being emotional, right? So to me, it does feel very dualistic when it comes to, like, you know, whatever, kind of like gender roles, which, like I said, I really am not a fan. And so I don't even usually touch on duality a whole lot, even though duality is clearly, like, a big part of life. I just feel like I try not to do that because it just kind of, it eliminates all the middle ground, right? So basically what I'm getting at is, I was having that thought, I was thinking about how frustrating it is to be a woman, and I was, you know, and then I was like, I caught myself and was like, hey, try not to think like that. It's like victim mentality stuff. Like, you can still achieve the good, like, great things. You can still be powerful in this world. Like, just because there's certain things that, like, you don't feel safe doing them, doesn't necessarily mean that it's unsafe to do them. You just don't feel safe, right? Because, like, you are already, you know what I mean, like, predisposed to being untrustworthy of men, or you're predisposed to being fearful, you know, for plenty of good reason, right? But so I think that that thought crossed my mind, and I was like, why am I even thinking about this? And I just started thinking about, like, other issues, and was just, it just, like, it started to snowball, you know what I'm saying? And so I tried to catch myself from thinking it, and I kind of pulled back, but I was still, like, a little bit frustrated, just, like, with the concept, the idea. And I was also stuck in traffic. It was, like, rush hour. I was trying to take care of something, and I had to get there by a certain time, and I was just frustrated, right? So I just decided, okay, I've sat at this light, we've moved forward like 3 or 4 times, and there's still a huge line to the light, and I was like, I'm done. So I just, like, cut off of that road, and I took a back road because I was just like, I'm not doing this. So I got to the, like, backside of where I was trying to go, but I couldn't turn left because there's so many people coming. And I don't know why I'm telling you all this story. So it's like, but it's because it's important, because it was really eye-opening for me, and I was like, wow, like, oh my God, like, that's how quickly I'm manifesting things, right? And so, I mean, yeah, you might see where this is going. So super unfortunate experience. So anyway, I was wearing my, like, I have, like, little like booty shorts I like to wear around the house, right? So when this happened, it was because like I don't want to tell too much of my personal life on here because I just feel like that's energetically not very safe or whatever. But I'm telling you this story because either way, I had to go to this place, okay? Like, it was important. So and it was last minute. I wasn't expecting to do it, but I was like, oh no. So I like quickly left the house and was wearing my shorts, right? Which I figured I'm just gonna, jump in my rig and, go and take care of the thing, in and out, no big deal. So I can't turn left onto this road. There's too many cars coming. So I'm like, well, I'm only like, 500 feet from where I need to go. Maybe I can just park in this parking lot and just walk up the street to where I'm going. And I'm like, well, it's not that cold out. I think I'll be okay. I swear, I'm just like, just hear me out. So I park in the lot. I get out. I go to walk up the street. And as I'm walking up the street, somebody honks at me. And I'm like, really? Like, I didn't see who it was, and my immediate reaction of why they honked at me was because I was wearing shorts and I'm AFAB and I'm walking down the street, right? So that was my first thought. Somebody honks at me, and then I keep walking, and I had another car drive by me, and the person was like oogling me out the window, and I'm just like, and it made me feel super uncomfortable, and I started to get mad because I was like, what the F? Like, it's the first time that I've, like, walked down a busy street, honestly, in a while. And which makes me very privileged, and I know that. And it just frustrated me. So I keep going. And then, no joke, this dude slows down and I'm telling you, it's heavy traffic. Like, this guy had to slow down in heavy traffic and was staring at me and turning over his shoulder to stare at me, and I flipped him off. Because by that time, he was the third person to make me feel uncomfortable. And so I flipped him off, and he waves at me with this, like, really creepy smile on his face, y'all. And I, like, flipped him off again and was like, no, F off, dude. And he pulls into the lot across the street. And it's like a repair shop. And he's like hauling a little U-Haul trailer behind him. And he pulls into this like little car repair shop. And I'm like, there's no way this dude was just already gonna pull into that parking lot, right, y'all? Like, that was my first thought, was like, literally, like, I've had situations where people have done this to me before, and I flipped them off, and then they came back around to harass me because, like, that triggered them and made them upset, so they wanted to, like, come back and, like, assert their dominance or whatever. So this person, I was like, wow, maybe I shouldn't have flipped them off. You know what I mean? And they just pulled into the lot, and so now I'm going into this place across the street, and I'm like, I go in, I'm getting taken care of at the counter, and I'm looking out the window, and I can see that he's still over there. And I'm like, did he actually need to pull in there, and am I just being paranoid? Or am I really in an unsafe situation right now? And I knew that, like, when I got taken care of, I was going to have to walk outside and, walk back down the street to my rig. So I'm like, what I'm trying to tell y'all is that I was literally just thinking about how unsafe and uncomfortable I feel being a woman. And mind you, yeah, there was somebody else at the counter. They noticed me peeking out the window, looking across the street, and they kind of gave me this look, and it was another customer, and I told her it was like, some creepy dude just pulled in over there, and he had been he's slowing down and staring at me while I was walking, and so I flipped him off, and I was like, and it was like the third creeper in like 5 minutes. Like, I literally only had to walk like 500-600 feet, and I had gotten creeped on like 3 times already. And so I just told her, I was like, I flipped him off, and she was like, well, your legs are showing. And I looked at her and was like, well, I was like, you don't understand. Like, I typically don't walk around in, like, pajama shorts like this. Like, I was just, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, the situation just added up where that I happened to end up being in this position, and I typically would not put myself in this position. You know what I mean? I was like, but I should be able to walk around in shorts without somebody making me feel unsafe, I said, that's not something I should take responsibility for. God, y'all are like my therapist right now. I need to stop. What I'm trying to say is that my thoughts... Okay, our thoughts are really powerful right now, y'all, and like just as quickly as I had this thought, this situation unfolded, right? And so I ended up being able to walk back to my car safely, obviously. I have pepper spray. I was prepared to deal with the situation, and you know, he didn't end up coming after me. I don't think he was able to. There was so much traffic, even if he wanted to, like, wait and see if he could see me and then, like, drive. You know, I mean, I just don't think that it didn't work out for him either way, if that was his plan, or if you actually did need to stop in that place. I don't know. I didn't look. You know what I mean? I just beelined it, right? So I have no idea. But I'm saying, y'all, is watch your thoughts. Okay? Watch your thoughts and don't get stuck in, you know, the negatives. And I'm just sharing that story with y'all today because it really impacted me, and it was really upsetting. And, you know, I haven't talked to anybody about it yet. So anyway, watch your thoughts, y'all, and, you know, let's move on from that. All I want to share was, oh my gosh, my heater's been going this whole time. It's going to be really annoying background noise. And I noticed because I'm getting warm. Whatever, let's get through it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm getting warm, y'all. I have to turn off my heater. I know. And here I am. I'm still in my booty shorts. Don't creep on me, please. God almighty. Okay, we got the lullaby card, which is very nice. You know, hopefully we all sleep well tonight. Whenever you're seeing this, it's timeless though, but the lullaby card is for me really sweet and nurturing, and you know, it's about kind of making music out of the, I don't know, the darkness that is the night. Does that make sense? You know? So just as difficult and frustrating as it is to be in a world where that, you know, a lot of us feel really unsafe, I feel like we are making the most of it, and we're making music, you know, and we're kind of, I think, easing one another through these really difficult experiences. I don't know. I'm saying the best way that I can interpret it in this moment. Okay, we got the card. Spirit, are there any other messages for the collective you would like for me to share? I know you really pushed me to do this reading, even though I was frustrated and I've already had a glass of wine and I'm tired. But I don't know. I just felt I felt pushed to do this reading. And I felt inspired to share that story with y'all because, you know, I just feel like it is important that we recognize the power of our thoughts, and also, you know, like, that and there was a couple of old dudes in the place that I went to also, and I could see, like, as I turned to leave, that they had overheard what I was saying to the girl at the counter, and they could see that I was scared, like, looking out the window, because when I looked back at them, the look on their faces, y'all, was like, it was like they were almost shocked. Yeah, we've got the devil coming out, but it came out in reverse. So, you know, I feel like this is releasing those bondages, releasing that bondage and these blockages. Oh my God, and we've got the Tower in reverse. Wow. Interesting, y'all. I feel like we're shape-shifting. That was exactly the word that I was about to say. We got the Magician. Wow. Yeah, we are, like, really working through it. Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting. Wow, we've got the Two of Cups. Yeah, the Five of Wands in reverse. Y'all, yes, yes, yes. And we got one on the ground. Okay, I'm going to pick it up. Okay. We got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So, wow, the feeling I'm getting from this is that, what's at the bottom of the deck? Queen of Swords. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, yes. And it wanted me to look at the one underneath it, too. Oh my God. The King right underneath it. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords together. Wow. Oh my God, and the Sun card. Y'all, I can't even make this up. Oh, I'm sorry. That's really overwhelming and powerful. Wow. All I have to say, because you've got the Two of Cups and all of these reversals. Oh my God, y'all, this is so good. I'm sorry. I'm almost wanting to cry. Wow. Sorry. I hate to be so impacted, but that's just exactly what this is. Okay. I'm just channeling messages here. So, wow, y'all, like, this is seriously a time to overcome this stuff. Now's the time. There's not another time, okay? Like, I'm telling you right now, like, take advantage of this energy, that if you're frustrated and things are coming up and you're feeling triggered and you have like an opportunity to change your thoughts, like if you're having negative thoughts and you're like, oh, I want to change my thoughts to be more positive, or oh, don't think like that, like yeah. Five of Wands in reverse, like, this is the end to inner conflict. Y'all, I can't even stress this enough. This is so important. Like, it really, really is. It's like, which wolf do you want to feed? That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting with these two cards that we got in the very beginning. It's like, which wolf do you want to feed? Do you want to be more about this stuff? And when I say this stuff, I mean like being fickle and flighty and unsure, passionate, come in quick, leave quick, maybe start projects with a lot of passion and then just kind of abandon them, or start relationships with a lot of passion and abandon them, or, is it about really about emotional connectivity, being connected to your emotions, being willing to sit with your emotions, explore them, and come in with actual, substance, right? Like, I don't know. I'm tripping on this reading right now because this is really powerful, especially with the King and Queen of Swords coming out together like this, with the Two of Cups. Yeah, this is about like, and it's really cliche. Like, buzzwords really bug me, and so I tend to try and take a step back from buzzwords, but this is like divine counterpart energy, and that can honestly also mean like even just within yourself. Like, this doesn't even have to be two people, okay? What I'm getting is this is about, like, it totally could be about two people though for a lot of you. But this is about making choices, like solid choices. Okay, this came up in a reading not too long ago either, where that I was right before I did a reading, I was feeling like kind of low energy, or like my energy started to drop, and I was like, I don't know, maybe and then all of a sudden I had like this bolt of energy came in and was like, no, like, you can choose to be motivated or not. And I was like, oh, and I chose to lift myself back up so that I could get to what I was doing. And I don't know how many of y'all like are kind of on that wavelength where it's like, oh, if I'm meant to do it, it'll feel good, right? Like, that's not wrong entirely. If something feels good, that's a pretty good indicator. When I say feels good, I don't just mean like physically, like, oh, because when I do drugs it feels good. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that if something feels good to you energetically, right, like you're like, oh, I like doing this thing, right? Eight of Pentacles in reverse is like, something doesn't feel good, then you don't do it. Like, no, I mean, it doesn't feel good to dig a ditch when your basement is flooding, right? But you've got to do it to divert the water away from the basement, right? Like, I'm trying to give you an example of like something crappy that you don't want to do that needs to happen. Like, you get a flat tire in bad weather on the side of the highway. Wow, that doesn't feel good, does it? But if you've got a spare, you've got a jack, you've got a tire iron, you got the know-how and the gumption, then you got to change your tire. Okay, like, I'm sorry, but you feel what I'm saying is that I feel like a lot of us, may have been stuck in this place of like not doing the work, and this could be inner work, especially with these other cards coming out here. I feel like this is really about inner work. But you've got the Five of Wands in reverse, and I feel like this is about taking control, and especially with this Magician card, it's like taking control of the inner workings, and the outer workings of your life, the things that you need to do, and the, things you need to work through on the inside, right? That's the feeling I'm getting for you. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Yeah, we're like really, I feel like we're really turning things around. Oh, that is so funny. Ha! Because we've got the hangman. Right, as I said, we're turning things around, y'all. It's true. Yep, we've got the Two of Swords. I feel like this is really about that duality I was talking about. And the Two of Swords is usually not read like that, but when I see the Two Swords and you see the rocks out in the water, it's, there's these directions that this person can choose to go. So there's these two things, but because they're blindfold, their fear, their bondage, right, with this Devil in reverse is like, this is decision-making time. You want to get a clear perspective in order to make a decision. You've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is about letting down your defensive, maybe not being so darn defensive, right? I mean, because this might be part of, what is, I don't know, what has been keeping you stuck when it comes to these other things. I feel like this is churning around for you. Like, you're letting your guard down, you're letting things go. I really feel that. And then you've got the King of Wands. So maybe this is kind of like an upgrade, you know what I mean? Maybe you're going from, maybe by abandoning this Knight of Wands energy down here, being kind of like a little bit of a, an F-boy, then like, maybe you're upgrading here. I don't know, let's see what else. That's so funny because then we've got the Queen of Wands. Wow. In reverse at the bottom of the deck with the Devil underneath. Yeah, so this is what I'm feeling, y'all, is that this is what is keeping you from, like, do you see how I like have to show this to y'all in a way that makes sense. So we got the Devil in reverse with the King and Queen of Swords in the upright, right? And in this case, we've got the Devil with the King of Wands upright, Queen of Wands reversed. So what I'm seeing here, y'all, is this is about what is actually keeping you in bondage, and these being the Suit of Wands, okay? Like, what I'm feeling is it starts in the mind and then it moves to the body, okay? And I don't know why it's coming to me like that, but when it comes to the swords, right? So you've got the King and Queen of Swords. I genuinely feel like this is the mind. Start with your thinking, and that's going to help you release yourself mentally, and then you've got to work on the body next. This could be addictions, okay? And this is physical addictions like, drinking, smoking, partying, whatever it is. It's typically consumption, right? That's how I see it. And that could be consumption of media too, like, you know what I mean? You could be, addicted to any form of, consumption, like, maybe you're addicted to tarot. Yo. I know. But it's true. So I'm just saying, but this is your body, okay? So I would focus more on what it is you're consuming physically, and this could be, sex addiction with the wands here. This could be addiction to power. This could be addiction to, I don't know, sexuality, dominance, all that sort of thing. So I feel like this is going to be the next one. This is going to be challenging. But I feel like that you're starting in the mind, and that's really going to help you when you get to this part of the transformation here. Because, yeah, I feel like this is, you're really choosing which wolf you're going to feed inside, first. And I think that that's really going to help you balance yourself out, and potentially even, connect with someone who's doing the same thing internally. And then it's going to, work its way to the physical. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting for these anyway. So I'm going to clear these off the table real quick, and then we're going to pull some more. But, I'm really just, I'm feeling like there's just a really powerful message here about, really taking stock of your mental faculties. Oh, we had a card from a different deck make its way in there. Let's see which one it is, because that's really interesting. Might have just accidentally pulled it off the table, but, I appreciate that y'all, if you've stuck it out, yeah, it's just the 8 of coins. But if y'all have stuck it out, it's just the 8 of coins. No, this is about the work. I'm feeling that maybe it's significant that it got stuck in there and came back out to focus on before I put it up, because, it very well could be about putting in the work physically, You know, like I said, this is starting off mentally, changing your thoughts, shape shifting, you know, and getting to a better headspace first. And then I feel like that is really going to help you get into a better place emotionally and physically, okay? And it could very well be, I'm just getting this feeling that there's something else a little bit more that's going to come out on that. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards from this deck, and we're going to talk about it, okay? So, Spirit, is there anything else that you have for us tonight? I just want to thank you so much for the messages so far. It's been pretty insightful, especially considering such a strange day, and I have so many weird little things happen, and, you know, things come up, things that were triggering, things that, you know, I just tried to look inside this freaking deck. Do you like how I blame the deck instead of myself? And we just keep getting the Knight of Swords at the bottom here. Okay, Spirit, anything else that you want to share with us today? Really thank you for all the messages and guidance tonight. Yep. Okay, Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Let me retrieve. Okay, we're gonna take them. Okay, yeah, that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, just wait till you see what it is. It's the Tower in reverse. And I don't know, because I wasn't sure, who knows how I would have laid it out on the table, but it wanted to come out in reverse. So there's that. Yeah, I feel like this is like, we're really trying to avoid these really extreme shakeups based on like what, I don't know, we get frustrated, so we make rash decisions, and so then we change everything about our lives because we're frustrated, you know, like classic, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm a Scorpio, so it makes sense for me because I, you know, can really tend to do that, you know what I mean? Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Six of Pentacles. And the Justice card. I think that is a beautiful way to end the reading, because truly this is a very similar energy here with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. It really reminds me that you got the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is just about opening up, you know, and being, when we're closed off, I'm just, you know, for example, when we're closed off, you know, we don't communicate, right? So I feel like, but this is okay, this is quick action and communication. Wands aren't just about communication, you know, because, you know, that's mostly the Suit of Swords, right? That's how I look at it anyway. So the Wands is really about action, okay? So I feel like this is yeah, okay. Here's what I'm getting, y'all, is that don't make any quick decisions or actions right now. I think it can really help avoid this Tower type energy, okay? The Tower is usually, you know, I've read as being like from the universe is like the last straw. When you don't make, you know, the right decisions, then the universe will do it for you, basically. But what I'm feeling from this card right now is this is about you avoiding your own personal Tower moment that you potentially are the one who is manifesting based on your actions, behavior, attitude, perspective, you know what I mean, decisions, actions. I don't know if I said actions already, but you know what I'm saying. Then you've got the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card coming out. I feel like this is really what is needed right now. And I feel like this is exactly what you will get in return, you know, for being willing to be open and vulnerable is how you'll be able to have this equality, this equal, you know, exchange of energy, resources, and how, you know, things are going to come back into a balance, and where that you will get your justice, right? So I feel like don't make any quick decisions or quick actions right now. You know, don't communicate everything that you feel while you're feeling it. Like, you know, I'm not trying to say that's, because it's, you do want to be vulnerable, you want to be open, right? But I just feel like maybe less, I don't know, how do I explain this? Let me get one more card on it. Let's clarify this Eight of Wands in reverse. Can we get a clarification for the Eight of Wands in reverse? Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Yeah. That's so funny to me. I don't know why it's funny. It's funny because it's like there's bigger, better things, right? Or like the universe has, we're going to keep clarifying, but the universe has bigger plans. So like just chill out. Yeah, you've got the Death card in reverse. So interesting. I really feel like this is the end of a transformation right here. And this is kind of like, you know, maybe a lesson that's like long lived. Like, I don't know how else to explain that. It's a long lived lesson, right? So this is something that has been going on for a while. And I feel like this is coming to the end of it. And this could very well just be cycles in your own life, things that I feel like are working through. So it could be very frustrating. It's like the last, push, right? It's like when you're coming to the end of a race, or the end of your goal, or the end of friggin' anything stressful, exhausting, challenging. It's one of the most challenging parts of the experience is the very end, right? Can we clarify the Four of Pentacles in reverse? You're coming out the other side, though. Something's changing. I really do feel that. Like, can we get clarification for the Four of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, that's cool. You've got the Two of Wands and the Page of Wands coming out to clarify. So yeah, this is really about looking forward into the future. This is about starting something new, being willing to be vulnerable, to be new at something, willing to be passionate, right? I mean, maybe if some of y'all are a little older now, like if you're a millennial like me or whatever, then like you might be starting to feel like you're losing your passion, or you've been closed off to being passionate and being open, vulnerable, looking towards the future with hope and, dignity, right? I mean, I think that that's fairly natural. So what I'm getting is, with the Two of Wands is that that might be starting to turn around. You might be starting to get a second wind here, and being willing to be vulnerable, be new at something, be innocent in a way, but you're not cultured, but you're intelligent. You know what I mean? You understand life. So you're not coming at it from a place of complete vulnerability and innocence, right? Like you've got, all of these ideas about the future and possibilities, and you have a certain amount of strength in you for this new beginning, right? I feel like this is really a pretty sweet reading. It's really about just I feel like personal power, really. And I even see the Three of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It's really telling me, the feeling that I'm getting from it is that it's okay to work alone. Okay? It's okay to work alone. Can we clarify the Six of Pentacles? Can we clarify the Six of Pentacles? Oh, okay. Yeah. Can we get another one? Can we get another one to clarify the Six of Pentacles, please? Yeah. Aw, yeah. Okay. Baby. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And to clarify the Six of Pentacles, we got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. So what I'm feeling for you, what I'm feeling for us is that, we deserve this. And we all, at the end of the day, deserve to be treated with respect and be treated as an equal. Correct? Right? So what I'm feeling is that this is the result of having not received our happiness in the past, having, been approached in a way that was not kind or fair to us. That was the toxic side of the King of Wands, right? And the High Priestess in reverse really shows me that it cut us off from our intuition, and we moved away from our intuition, and that very well could have landed us in situations where we weren't being given, what the same amount that we were putting in, right? So I feel like this is really after a long, hard, how do I explain it? Like it's a place of feeling disconnected from your happiness, from your personal power, from your intuition, It's changing. You're coming back around. The Six of Pentacles is a reward, and not even just a reward, it's a remedy, I feel like this is what's going to help you heal from this, whatever this Three of Swords is. Whatever this Three of Swords was. See, I even picked it up in reverse, baby. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Heck yeah. Let's go ahead and clarify the Justice card. Okay. We clarify the Justice card. Let me get one more to clarify the Justice card. Hope y'all are enjoying this good long reading. I really, like I said, I felt Spirit was really pushing me to do it. So I said, okay, I've got to listen. That's part of the deal, It's true. You don't just, Oop. Yeah. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is what I'm talking about. This is about solid things coming in. Okay. To clarify the Justice card, you've got the Judgment card in reverse, and you got the Fool card. So, wow, here's what I think. I think this is about you saying no to the past and saying yes to the future. Truly, I feel like that's your justice, and that's the justice that the past deserves, okay? And I like to say, and this is, coming from somebody who, I've had a difficult past. Okay, so what I'm going to say is that when it comes to the past, it's like, how do I put this? It's in the past for a reason, okay? If there's somebody in your past, they're in your past for a reason. Whatever that reason is, okay? I'm not necessarily saying, like, because some people do get separated from unfortunate circumstances, and maybe they didn't want to get separated, and maybe they can come back together, blah, blah, blah. You know that if that's you, okay? But if you are uncertain and things did not end well between you and another human, and they come back around and they're like, friggin' just... No. No, we're going to do this instead. And I'm just saying that because they're in your past for a reason. Why would you... I don't know. I just personally worry. I worry when, especially in Mercury retrograde, when the past starts coming back around, you got to recognize like that. And I don't like feeling like everything is just a test from the universe, because then you're just constantly worried about if you're going to pass or fail a freaking test, and you forget to live your life, okay? And to experiment and to decide if you enjoy something or if you don't, and, give things a chance. And if they don't go well, then cool. Like, I gave it a chance, whatever, like, I mean, some people, it's higher risk for some people than others, like, you know what I mean? And when I say that, I mean, if your heart is just like barely holding on, like, don't go taking chances on people who it seems like it's a pretty good chance it's not going to work out. Like, you know what I mean? I'm saying weigh your options, check in with yourself, see how it feels. Like, do you need to be like radically honest with somebody, or you know what I mean? Like, is it just for fun? Like, there's a whole gamut, okay, of options for you and how you approach situations. And what I'm trying to say is just, more often than not, moving forward is always going to be infinitely better than moving backwards. Like, that's all I'm trying to say is it's better. And I'm just saying that because it's better for your growth. You know what I mean? Unless, of course, it's something that you want. If it's something you want and it's from your past, that's okay too. explore it, I guess. I mean, I'm just jaded, okay? I really am. The reading's already hitting 44 minutes and 44 seconds. So I'm going to start wrapping it up. But what I'm saying is, I'm jaded. Don't listen to me. If you want to go back to your past, then that's your deal. I just want to say that, you really do deserve happiness. You deserve health. You deserve to have more control in your life and to be able to make decisions that make you feel empowered. I don't know what else to say. Start with your mentality. Start with the way you're thinking. Work through that and work through, what's going on with you physically. If you need to eliminate things from your life or add things to your life when it comes to your consumption, do that. I promise you it's going to be worth it. And I know people always chalk it up to be like, it is a hurdle, especially if you struggle with addiction. I'm not saying that it's not. But what I'm saying is that if you start somewhere and you do a little thing here and there and you just do it, push through it. No one said medicine tastes good. You know what I mean? It's like that, right? And that's part of the whole, like, doing the work, even if the work is difficult, And I'm not saying it's not difficult. I'm just saying you got to do it, right? So don't just only do what feels good. Like, yeah, eating, junk food, it doesn't feel good. It tastes good, right? What I'm saying is that, don't just do the things that are easy. Don't just do the things that are in a part of your pattern that, you default to. Don't feed that wolf anymore. I promise you, as soon as you start to divert that, energy, and you start to focus on the things that make you feel empowered, that make you feel healthy, happy, all of that, like, it's gonna start to change, and those will become your patterns, and it is difficult, but it is so worth it. All right. I'm gonna leave it there, collective. Holy cow. I'm really glad I did this reading for you though, and I hope that y'all are glad I did too. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. It supports me and my channel. Pretty soon I'm going to start doing extendeds on Vimeo, and, I'm going to put my donation links in the bottom and all that stuff. But y'all, I'm just getting the wheels turning. So for me right now, it's more about the energy and what I'm sharing with you than it is about me necessarily receiving something back. I know that if I keep giving, eventually it will turn around that way. Okay. So, but for now, just like, share, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot. Anyway, take care, and I'll be back again in the next couple days with some sign readings. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye.